What is going on, people? It is the moment of truth. We finally here for the level 2 guide. I know y'all was missing it in the Oki guide, but I told y'all I got y'all. I got y'all covered. And for those that might be listening like, whoa, Oki guide. Yes, I did an Oki guide for Rashid maybe a couple of weeks back. I'm going to link that in the description, and it'll be at the end of this video too. You can check it out. Some pretty good stuff in there. Pretty insightful. But Rashid level 2 is just amazing. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this move, I feel. So I want to just have a separate video for it to not feel like I'm just cramming stuff all in one and then don't give it the attention that it deserves. So here we are. So, quick, for people that don't know about Rashid's Tornado, got a big upgrade. So from Street Fighter 5, you was able to do EXs like this and to negate it. You was able to negate Tornado just like that. You wasn't able to, like, some people, they used to, if Rashid did V-Trigger, which is his Tornado, some people would throw out an EX, then they'll shoot another one. And you couldn't do nothing. Like, Rashid's speed was the same with the Tornado. He didn't have this extra movement options that made him kind of go faster. So, and if I remember right, he couldn't, I don't think his jumps changed neither, if I remember right. I don't think so. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think you couldn't change his jumps with the Tornado out. It was just a giant tornado, your movement stayed the same and all that. So certain matchups, Rashid Tornado will basically be useless because people would just shoot out an EX, bam, now it's gone. So now you can't do that no more. The only way you can do it is you gotta use a super attack. And then I messed it up. You see, the Tornado is gone just like that. But, of course, in that time, I can just jump over it. I can punish it. So I won't recommend doing that. Now, certain characters can punish it on reaction, like if you just do it raw. And I'll show that, in a little bit. I'll show that first after I get through my little overview about the move. So you also can't jump over this. So they actually made this Tornado much bigger. You actually were able to jump over it if you had a character like with a wall jump. So you can't do that now. The only way you can, if you manage to jump over Rashid Tornado in this game, then hey, hats off to you. If you're able to jump over it, maybe Dawson. But besides that, yeah, his Tornado is amazing. Another thing, he can actually kick the Tornado. So for those that don't know, he can kick it. And that's actually useful. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, his Tornado is amazing. But just have to get that little part out the way, the little overview of it. Now, let's get on to the characters that can punish this. We're going to get the bad stuff out the way first, the characters that can punish it. And then we're going to get to the good stuff about ways you can set it up. Hey, man, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start off with Giles. So Giles is actually pretty dependent on your spacing. So, like, I just got him set to block and then do it. But like if I did it from like right here, see, he negates the Tornado. And I'm also in block stun too, kinda. So see, I can punish it. Since I got all my enhancements, I probably can, yeah, see. So I could just do EX Eagle Kick through. I probably can, let me see, can I run through that? Oh, nope. My thought was, can I run through it because the tornado is basically negating the sonic boom, but that last blast messed me up. Let me see, maybe I can do this. Dang, I still can't do that. Okay, so just gotta jump over it. But if you like this close, I think, yeah, see, like that. So normally, and now it makes sense why when I be playing gal players, specifically the homie Ice. Shout out to the homie Ice, one of the coolest gals out here. He walks pretty close to me when I got level 2. So if we like right here, then cause you know, for people that fight against Rashid, if you see Rashid got 2 bars or 3, he wants to level 2. That's what I want y'all to know leaving this video. I know this about Rashid and his level 2, but fighting against him, if you see he got level 2 or level 3, if he got more than 2 bars, that's basically it. If he got 2 or 3 bars, he's gonna level 2. He wants that level 2. So what Ice was doing, you know, when he throwing booms, he actually kind of itching close because the range that I gotta be at, you know, wherever I'm at, he can probably punish it, or in this case, just negate the tornado, which is still pretty good in itself. So that's something for Guile. And let me see, DJ is definitely one that you have to be very careful about because DJ can just, I don't know the input on his level 2, so we just gonna make him do it from this. So, let me see. So, ignore that part. But DJ can basically go through it and he do all his little dance moves and all that, and the tornado just flying through. It just completely, DJ just completely negates the tornado when he does level 2, and it goes pretty far. Let me see, I think it go far right here. Oh, not that far, but still, you basically got to be mindful when you do it against DJ, because DJ can definitely he can definitely just level 2 as soon as he see you do it. Now another character, let me see, well, you know what, yeah, you know what, I'm trying to see, do I want to do it like this? Yeah, I'll show it. I'll continue to show it first. See, but it's not all bad as y'all think. Got some answers. Now, of course, Zangief, it don't matter where you are. Zangief can just do that, and now your tornado gone. So even like right here, I think Zangief can still vacuum you in. Oh no, not that far, but yeah, see, like even right here, which is the range that was safe against Guile, you know, can't do that against Zangief. So, I'm not going through the whole cast, just so y'all know. I'm just showing y'all 3 examples, and y'all gonna have to figure it out for the rest of y'all characters. But so now we can get on to how what you can do to kind of negate this. So as you can see, Zangief can just, he can do it as a reversal like that. Just ignore the whole tornado and me doing it. I'm just trying to have them activate at the same time. But this is something you can do. If you semi-charge it, see, now you safe. Let me see. You should still be safe. Yeah, see. And the same thing goes for EX Tornado. So I think right here, EX won't work. Yeah, I think they can still just level 2. Oh, no. Let me see regular. Yeah, see, so semi-charging your tornadoes give you a bit more time. Oh, see, I got smoke right there. Oh, that was fully charged. But you get the idea. So that's basically the same thing for, we'll circle back around the Guile. Yeah, you see from this range right here, I think let me do it about this close. Yeah, you see I get hit here. I think I should be safe now. Yeah, see, so obviously nobody would charge that close, to do that, but my point is basically to help you kind of get out your level 2 safely when people can just do it on reaction like that is to use your tornado. Semi-charge it and then do it. Now, of course, you also can just do this, and of course they can't do nothing. So you can call level 2. Let me see, can you call it before? Yeah, so you can call it even as the tornado is traveling rather than waiting for it to hit and then do it. So that's actually pretty good. Even if they parry whatever, is like good. Tornado is out. So yeah, that's really all for how to get it out safely versus those kind of characters. Another one that can punish, I guess I can show it right here. JP can punish, Marissa, Luke, Blanca with his level 3, Chun-Li, E Honda, Ryu, I don't know about. Definitely Cammy with her level 3, but again, y'all just go ahead and lab it out for y'all characters. I just want to show off 3 for an example. So, alright, now we're going to get on to, what's what I'm looking for? How it deals with fireballs. Using the level 2 while people, the game plan, that's what I'm looking for, the game plan. When you actually got the level 2 out, see, I'll use DJ as an example. Because it's easier to kind of illustrate what I'm trying to convey here with the level 2. So when the level 2 out, of course, you can do this to, forgot. You could, so like when somebody really sitting here respecting all this, right? They losing their drive gauge, and now you do something like this. Now, if somebody just straight up respecting and not doing nothing, then they just lost a lot of drive gauge. But what characters like to do, like DJ, let me see. See, something like that. I'm trying to get him to. Alright, there we go. So like, people like to use fireballs because, and of course I'm getting it correctly now, but people like to use fireballs against Rashid to basically stop him from doing the EX, the eagle stuff, like his enhanced moves. That's actually a nice punch. I need to remember that. So it'll look something like that. He basically stopping you from doing your eagle kicks through the tornado. That's what people like to do normally. So you can do something like this. Because when the wind current is up, Rashid's EX eagle kick is projectile invincible. So a lot of people don't know that. So you'll see people doing stuff like that. You know, you itching, walking them to the corner, and now they just got smoked by the tornado. So you kind of itching a little bit to the corner, and they doing they projectile thinking they stopping you. So you can do EX Eagle Kick to go straight through it, and it's very common when they near the corner because of course they can't do nothing else. So you can also just use EX Mixer too, because EX Mixer is a DP. So you can actually punish tornadoes just like that. You know, something like that just for throwing fireballs. So, yeah, when his level 2 is out, you definitely gotta be careful when you playing as somebody with a fireball, because you can definitely get smoked for it, as you can see. So this, and I ain't gonna lie, his level 2 is very hard to deal with, so I don't blame people for trying to, you know, come up with ideas to counter it and hold Rashid at bay, but that's something you just need to be mindful of. And of course, as Rashid, this is what I like to do, because people are smart enough to know this. You know, so a lot of times when I have a tornado out, I just kind of itch forward to kind of see what they're doing. I like to itch forward a little bit and just kind of see what they do, because the tornado ain't going nowhere. The tornado lasts a while. So you can really just kind of wait and see what they do and then punish accordingly. And the name of the game really is to get them to the corner, and the level 2 accomplishes that like beautifully. So let me see. I think that's all. Well, you know what? And another thing people like to do is when they see tornado out, you know, they hold and parry. So it's funny. So people will be like this because they expecting this right here. They expecting you to like Mixer, the enhanced version. So you can just throw them. You can just throw them. So normally what people like to do, let me see. Let me see if I can illustrate this correctly. So what people like to do is they'll try to walk forward and you see the tornado gone. So that's what people like to do, is try to walk forward into the tornado. You can simply just push them out. So again, this circles back to just kind of using the tornado as like your big shield, and you just walking through it to kind of see what they gonna do. Because people, if you notice, a lot of people crumble when they do when level 2 come out. Now I'm gonna have to try to, let me see. I'm gonna make Rashid do this because I have to practice this. So this is something else people like to do. Now I have noticed Rashid's will autopilot and do that. I might fall for it too. You know, especially if somebody got modern, then, and modern is corny. I hate modern. I'm a modern hater. Had to get that out. But if somebody playing modern, you cannot try to just do that and go autopilot with it, because you will get smoked. But what you can do, see, because people normally when people see this tornado out, I like to do that. See, because if you look at this animation here, I don't know if it looked the same, but people just see Rashid People just see Rashid going forward and they instantly assume it's the enhanced mixer rather than me just dashing. So you can bait level threes like that. So this has happened to me before. Man, can I get the? I hate the input on this game sometimes. So something like that. So something like that happens, you know, somebody do level 3 because they're expecting something else. And this happens a lot when you in a corner. This is how it looks, you know. Oh my goodness, man. Anybody that play Rashid know my pain with that. Eagle kick always come out when you're trying to input the level 2. See, this when people really get desperate. When they in the corner and the level 2 is basically closing in on them. People really get desperate and start trying to, you know, think of ways to get around it. So, you will get this a lot. I'm going to just have them keep jumping. So I can show you what to do when you got the tornado in the corner like this. So you can easily punish them. You see what they doing then. You just go into, you know, whatever from there. Oh, that don't link, but yeah, that happens a lot. People keep jumping back because they expecting, again, enhanced mixer, eagle kick, or they just expect you to jump forward and they trying to just do something to get you to negate the tornado. So yeah, that's basically a general game plan I feel for Rashid's tornado. But now we're gonna get on to what everybody been waiting for. The setups. Actually, something I forgot to mention before we get to the setups is Rashid's level 2 is also pretty good at stalling your burnout, or stalling till you get your burnout meter replenished into, you know, regular drive gauge. So, you know, for those that don't know, in burnout, when you walk forward, you gain more drive gauge, but if you walk back, you see it's much slower. So basically, if you doing this, let me just have the CPU just keep walking back. Just keep walking back forever. See, and some people won't notice what you're doing, but you know, the level 2 making people walk back. See, you keep walking forward and you letting the level 2 just build, you know. And see, you just got back half your drive gauge, or half your burnout just filled back up. Now, imagine if you was like already at half. See, if you're already at half, by the time it's over, you basically about to get your meter back. So, just want to touch up on that part, but now let's talk about the setups. So this is how I feel you should do when you're using Rashid's level 2. So normally, or some knockdowns that you could do it off level 2. So the way I see it is his level 2, which I guess I probably could have said this during the game plan. I feel like it's better used when you closer to the opponent, but because when you right here, you see what I mean? By the time you throw him, or let me not set him to jump forward. See, say for instance you did light mixer, the enhanced version, and you see you throw him and all that, you see the tornado already gone. Now, in a way, you can look at it as, I got him to the corner. That's what I really wanted. So that ain't a bad thing. You got him to the corner, but I feel like you just wasted 2 bars to get him to the corner when you really could have used more with it. So I feel like it's better used when you get a knockdown. I feel like it's better used when you get a knockdown rather than just throwing it out. Now it has its uses for when you just using it in neutral, like I mentioned earlier with the burnout stuff, but and to kind of push them to the corner. But I think the most mileage you will get from this is when you do it off knockdowns. So I wouldn't recommend doing it off eagle kick. So if you do it off eagle kick, where the F is the okay? I'm like, man, the recovery thing is just going. So you see, you get nice pressure. Ain't nothing. You get nice pressure and all that good stuff. But the problem is if they were to just up tech. Now, a lot of people, they see tornado, they just gonna back roll. That's the immediate thought. Just back roll. Tornado coming. Let me not be too close to it. But if somebody were to just quick rise, see, by the time you kick them out the tornado is already, it's already gone. So they can't, excuse me, you don't really utilize tornado like that. You don't get any setups, anything like that. So I say, medium eagle kick, or not medium, medium eagle kick, because this one gives you the most time for a knockdown. Well, not the most time, but one of the most times for knockdown. You plus 52. So, say for instance, you get a nice combo. And see, from here, you still able to kind of use your enhanced stuff from the level 2. You see what I mean? So, and most of the time, whenever you hit this eagle kick, they already know the corner, because the corner carry by itself. Oh, that's my little reset right there. So I just hit you once, and then to close the tornado get, I just dropped the combo on purpose, so you can block it, and then you gotta block the mix afterwards. So I'm glad that happened just like that. So yeah, anytime you do eagle kick, so like even right here, see, even then, like, even if I did it right here, even if you throw, you still get a chance to use your enhanced stuff. You see what I mean? So that's actually pretty neat. And I forgot to mention this too. So for those that don't know, Rashid can get a throw loop Oki from back throw. This is meaty right here. I do forward heavy kick. So I can just loop this and keep throwing, if the opponent respects it. So mid-screen, because like Rashid gets, throw loop in the corner like this. But mid-screen, Rashid don't get that because it knocks you too far away. So like if they were to back roll, see, that don't reach, but back throw, it'll reach regardless. So you might be wondering, that's random, why did you just mention that? It's because when you had a tornado out, now, and remember I said your movement is enhanced. Now that's a real Oki situation. So as you can see, I'm gonna set the CPU to mash the button after. See, now that situation becomes real. I think I wonder, can you do it without the drive rush? Oh, probably not because of the way he rolling backwards. But even then, you can still kind of steal your turn and get a throw like if they're not ready for it. But I say you can always do this now. So that's real right there. So just want to throw that in there. Oh, hold on, I got a text message. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we back, y'all. That would have took me a minute, so that's why I just had paused it for a quick second. But all right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about the throws. So we got that part out about the throws. I talked about the medium eagle kick. Now, of course, heavy eagle kick is very good as well because you can just do this, and of course I dropped it. So heavy eagle kick instantly just pushes you to the corner. Like if you ever were to hit it, you see you already like mid-screen. And then of course if you actually hit it mid-screen like this, they in the corner already. So you gotta just be mindful of where you do the eagle kick, because that's the thing too when you're using his level 2 is you don't want to do it too close in the corner because they could just wake up parry, which I'll show in just a second. Now another way you can use it is you can use it from just something like this. Just to get the tornado out. And this is something where catching people, because this is what I like to do, is I like to dash through first, see what they do, and then of course I would drop it, but I like to dash through the tornado to see what they do first. So I basically be looking for them to jump. I basically be looking for people to jump when I dash through the tornado. And it's like, even if you guess wrong, it's like they push themselves closer to the corner anyway, and you still got time to, do whatever you want to do. So that's something you can do. Air throw. Same thing. Now, let me see, because you also have to be mindful if certain knockdowns are unsafe. Let me see. I think even in place. Yeah, see. And Luke will definitely get smoked for that. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. Hold on, let me send this message. Okay, so now, and of course, medium mixer is very good too, because you can just dash, push them out the tornado, so they have to respect it. So the good thing is medium mixer. You just simply dash through. See, you still got time to set up whatever. So With Rashid, it's definitely about knowing where you at on the screen so you can use the tornado to the best of your ability. Now, this is where it becomes a bit harder to use as level 2 because, for example, let's see. I just have them hold it up. So this is where it become a problem because level 2. Oh, I forgot to have to do it right away. Somebody could just wake up and hold parry. For whatever reason, Luke got hit, but somebody just hold parry. Then they basically can just negate all your stuff for tornado. So you ask yourself, well, before I get to that setup, so this is the ways we normally try to do it. Like we'll just do a throw and then kind of jump back, something like that. And that's absolutely not real because if somebody familiar with it, they'll just dash with you and then you do tornado, they punish you. But sometimes, it works like that. You just kind of jump back and give yourself some space. But the way you can do it is by his target combo. You see that? It pushes you back, you plus 61, and this the distance where you want to have your tornado out because that way you able to, use your setups. Which this is amazing that he can do this. Now, this is very expensive. See, like off a drive rush or something like that, you only got one bar to play with. So you really, most of the time you gonna do this combo, maybe it be off a knockdown, like something like this. So pay attention to your hit confirms because that way you able to, set up your combo or your Oki. Now, or you may just be confident in the setup and they close to dying anyway. I take that gamble for only, if I got like one bar left, but they got about 20% left, you can still make something happen, if you want to take that risk. So, what's amazing about this knockdown, you see right here, so much distance to do stuff, and you actually get an unblockable basically. You see that there? So we gonna have Mr. Luke here to do drive impact. See, it ain't supposed to look like that. Let me see. There we go. See? So you can't drive impact. If you were to wake up and DP. Let me just set the save status because we're going to be doing this for a brief moment right now. So even if they get hit by DP, look like I can't get nothing from this, but oh yes I can. Good. It's good to know. So you get a little something. You able to hurry up and catch them as they, going up in the air. Now I think depending on the EX, they might fly higher in the air, and then the tornado keep them higher in the air, and you may be able to get a better conversion. But Luke's is kind of fast how it happens, so see, he don't go that high. So you see, this is actually like really cheap. Now, if it came down to let's see, if somebody was blocking, now you can start doing setups like this. You know. See, now you can start, because the overhead is not real. For those that's wondering, the overhead is not real. See, I can get hit by it, but you see Luke will get hit by the tornado. Which, again, you actually get a conversion from it. So, Luke actually getting hit by the tornado still makes it good because you're able to still convert from it. So, and again, going back to if they actually respect the tornado and they scared, you can actually get like some big damage from this. If I get the timer down on it, but there we go. 5460 just from overhead. So this setup is like really cheap, I feel. And the other good thing about this too, so this is something that people should be aware of, is you can get out of this. So like you can try to parry. I'm messing it up, but see, like even if you perfect parry, let me try to see if I can grab. See, you have to slide walk up. You have to slide walk up to eliminate the tornado. So this is not like a freebie, but you know, people can be mindful of that. Level 3 is an answer too. You know, if a person is very familiar with this situation, as soon as you do standing heavy, you know, now your tornado gone. But of course, you can simply just not do nothing. And now they about to get smoked for it. So this situation, I feel, is definitely more in favor of you than it is the opponent. So this is something to be mindful of too. If you do throw, they could just wake up and hold parry. So that's the one problem if you were to throw somebody. So to eliminate that issue, you could just do this. Hold on. You do back throw. Yeah, I messed it up. Okay, now let me turn off parry. And then you go for your little mix up right there. Now the other thing you can do if they were to expect parry, because they can simply just see the tornado, you can push them out. And then you just run the same little, you know, the Oki from the back throw like I was mentioning earlier. Because people will see the tornado and then try to, you know, parry, still hold parry, so you can just push them out the tornado. You'll be putting yourself in a corner, but that's something that you just have to be mindful of, you know, whenever you do try to bait a parry or something like that. Now, another thing you can do is you can simply, if you want to just do your setup, because they can't get away from this, even if they, you know, no matter what they do in this situation. You can simply just do this. You kick the tornado towards them. And you go into your setup from there. Now, as y'all saw, you know, in the earlier clips, you can get smoked for this. The moment you get hit by that low, 3960. That's not bad at all. And of course, you can always go high. You can always just go high and still keep your wind current and, you know, do whatever from there. So this situation heavy in your favor that you can just do whatever. See now things change a little when they in Burnout, because this is something you gotta be now let me set it for when they actually in Burnout. Well, you know what? For time purposes, we'll just skip that. Well, we ain't gonna skip it, but we'll skip all that Burnout stuff. Just imagine he in Burnout right here. See now, if he in Burnout, he can't parry. So you can do this to that and still do your mix up, which is very good. So, you know, be mindful when they in Burnout, because when they in Burnout, they just gotta hold it no matter what. So, what else with this setup? So here's another thing. Let me see. So say for instance, you know, Luke tries to block it. See? So even if he tried to block and then do it on reaction, he'll get smoked. If he only got one bar, just imagine he only got one bar instead of level 3. You know, same thing. So again, situation is heavy in your favor that the opponent will have to like really respect this. So I think that's all for the setups, because that's really this is another way you can do the setup. So say for instance, let's see, they in Burnout, you only got 2 bars, you know the combo ain't gonna kill. Maybe it'll kill, depending on, let me see, like 70%, you know, something like this. You can always just do that to go from there. You can always just do that if you want to. Now, this is my little cheeky way of setting this up too, is from this knockdown. So y'all know how we always do that to the whole eagle kick, trying to see if you're gonna take a throw, all that good stuff. So I know Luke can wake up EXDP, just act like you don't have a DP. So you can do this, and then you see it pushes you back either way. And you basically put yourself in the same situation. The only difference is they standing up rather than being knocked down. So they still have to guess the exact same way, and depending on how close you are, you can always just eyeball, like, alright, am I too close to drive impact? Am I close enough to do it? And they get hit. You know, you can do it like that. And then you go for your combo. So yeah, I think that's all for the setups. I know that was a part y'all really was waiting on. But when we get to the block strings, just want to touch on this real quick, and that is if the opponent has a situation like this, Burnout is basically checkmate. It's nothing they can do. Like, of course, Luke just got hit, but I'm mainly talking about if they block. There's nothing they can do. So if you ever in a situation like this against Rashid, you might as well just let him kill you. There's nothing they can do. Nothing they can do. So anytime you find yourself with no meter against Rashid, low on health, and he got level 2, you might as well hang it up. Even if you do have health, you know, you still in trouble. Because Rashid basically can just use that to push you to the corner, and then that, now bam, now you basically finna die. If he have enough drive gauge. But yeah, just have to mention that real quick. Burnout is very good. Well, Rashid is very good against Burnout when he got level 2. So you make sure you pay attention to your meter. Now, the last thing, we talk about the block string. So it ain't really nothing too crazy really with the block strings, but you can use this level 2 in block strings because now, back in Street Fighter V, you was able to V-reversal Rashid. What this game called drive reversal, that was V-reversal in Street Fighter V. You was able to basically negate Rashid's tornado completely when you used it, but in this game, you can't do that. You will actually get smoked for that. And then he can just dash back in and just punish you accordingly. See, I could have pushed the combo even more, but you see, that's still a lot of damage, you know, without super. So, no matter how late you do it, you cannot V-reversal, or you can't drive reversal Rashid. So, situations like this happen as well. So, you gotta be mindful where you drive reversal somebody to. Like if you're the opponent, so like right here. So that was far, but let me see. This happens often. So like if I'm right here, like that. See, depending on how close you are. I dropped that so hard, but yeah, depending on like how close you are or how close Rashid is to you and the tornado, then you definitely got to be mindful, because if you do the drive reversal at the wrong time, you will get clipped and you will lose a lot of health, or potentially you lose the game or set, or get eliminated from a tournament, which is the worst possible thing for you. So now we got that part out the way. When it comes to block strings, Rashid can actually cancel into it off tornado. So say for instance, so this is a setup right here I like to do. You see something like that. So I drive reversal forward. You know, it's not a whole lot of damage, but it's like it's something. But you don't even have to do 2 lights. I just did that because it's you know, drive rush, but you see, you still get some nice damage for it being a low. You can always just do heavy. You don't have to do EX. Now another thing you can do, you can just commit straight up to crouch and medium kick, and then just, you know, go into that. You don't get a whole lot of damage from the enhanced mixer, enhanced light mixer. I don't know why I'm doing drive reversal. Well, why I'm doing drive rush, but why is the combo dropping? Yeah, 1870, that's not bad. So, like, if you want to do it like that, overhead, let me see. Let's say, for instance, you do that, then you do overhead. See, that's why you want to do drive rush. I had a brain fart. I'm like, why am I doing drive rush? Yeah, because you do the overhead, it won't connect. So this is the case of now And see, from there, you get a safe jump. That's a safe jump. See, now you get a little bit more damage. Let me do the replay again. Save the status. Save status save a lot of time. You know, just something like that. 24, 85. You know, of course you can do this. How much damage is this? Oh, see, that's less. So even if it hit, just go straight into, the EX. And then from here, same thing, you can always just go low. So the drive rush is basically the diversion, I feel. You can always fake a throw, but in that case, you don't really want to do throw. You just wasted 2 bars just to throw somebody, unless it's probably gonna kill, but the option is there if you want to do it. But mid-screen, I don't really have nothing mid-screen for this. Maybe, let me see. I don't think Luke can do nothing. Oh, that's nice. But I don't really have nothing mid-screen that I learned for Rashid. If I do find something, just know I will put it on my Twitter, so make sure y'all always keep tabs on that. I stay posting on Twitter, posting Rashid tech. So mainly everything I got is for the corner in terms of Blockstrings, but I think that's all for me, y'all. I gave everything that I can think of, so I hope that it helps, and sorry for the long wait, but putting this stuff together, it takes some time when you got a job. So thank y'all for y'all patience. I hope this tech did y'all well, and I'll see y'all fine folks in the next video, and y'all take care.